Okay, so on this channel, I don't really talk about politics explicitly. There are simply more established people with more educated opinions than me, and it's just not the audience I'm typically trying to cater to at the moment. But today, I want to make an exception. I'm going to link in the description here to a tweet so you can get my source on this because I don't edit my. But Representative Jim Jordan, who I've heard the name of, but don't actually ask me who he is. This came up in my feed, which he dubbed the Amazon Files, because uh, politicians suck at naming things. News alert. So some internal documents got subpoenaed by the Judiciary GOP and a group at Weaponization, apparently, indicate that Amazon bowed down to the Biden White House in order to censor books. Now, anyone who's been paying attention knows that the government has been censoring books, or at least attempting to censor books, for about 100 years. Historically, it's been more about like the inner workings of less than legal diplomacy. Plenty of people have tried to whistleblow on that. Gold star to the first person in the comments below that will post the name of a journalist that tried to whistleblow about U.S. war crimes and has been tortured ever since. Not a fan of the government here, but most recently we all lived through the pandemic, and anyone who was paying attention saw there was mass censorship on social media, disinformation campaigns, nudge theory, all that good stuff. And this is just proof that it did actually extend to Amazon. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I think Amazon's response is actually rather interesting and worth discussing. Because what is seen first, I'll tell you, I'll go through the thread here, and then I'll start getting into some analysis. Never before released internal emails subpoenaed by Judiciary GOP reveal that the Biden White House pressured Amazon to censor books that expressed views that the White House did not approve of. Quote, is the Biden admin asking us to remove books? Andy Slavitt, the senior Biden White House official who demanded that Facebook censor a meme and true information, was pressuring Amazon at the same time. On the March 2nd, 2021, Slavitt fired off an email demanding to know who he and his White House colleagues could talk to at the company about the high levels of propaganda and misinformation and disinformation on Amazon. How did the Biden White House conclude that there was propaganda and misinformation in books sold on Amazon's bookstore? Well, the White House ran keyword searches for controversial topics such as vaccine and emailed Amazon when it didn't like how the search results appeared. Just to say, didn't have a Big Brother censorship tag attached to them. Initially, Amazon decided to hold off on doing a manual intervention to censor books. Why? Not out of any commitment to free speech, but because doing so would be too visible to the American public and likely to spur criticism from conservative media. Why was the Biden White House so upset with Amazon? Because Amazon believed retailers are different from social media communities and provided their customers with access to a variety of viewpoints. For the Biden admin, letting Americans think for themselves was unacceptable. A week later, on March 9th, 2021, Amazon met with the White House. Internal Amazon documents revealed Amazon's top talking points going into the meeting. One of the key questions is whether the Biden White House wanted books banned or just buried deep in the search results. Shadowbanning is real, folks. So how did Amazon's meeting with the Biden White House go? On March 2nd, 2021, Amazon determined internally that it would not be doing a manual intervention today. The online bookstore set a meeting with senior Biden White House officials for March 9th, 2021. What was the purpose of this meeting with the Biden White House? To see if the admin is asking us to remove books, or are they more concerned about search results, order, or both? Why did Amazon agree to take this meeting? Because they were feeling pressure from the White House. After the White House spent a week berating Amazon, what did the online bookstore do? Starting March 9th, the same day as this meeting with the White House, Amazon enabled do not promote for books that express the view that vaccines were not effective. And that wasn't all. Amazon also considered other ways to reduce the visibility of certain books that the Biden White House disliked. That's right, Amazon caved to the pressure from the Biden White House to censor speech. And Judiciary GOP are investigating, or maybe coming out on this. What I find interesting here is these companies know that censoring books, particularly of a political nature, but censoring books, like actually removing books from distribution, if people find out about it, they get upset, particularly in America. If you're overseas, that must just be normal to you people. But it being a political book in nature makes people even more reactionary because you get politics involved and people get stupid and angry, as a general rule of thumb there. And they knew that doing censorship is bad. That's why these companies don't outright do anything that can be proven. They hide their effects in algorithms and with shadow bannings and internal knobs and levers where you can't tell the difference between someone having their thumb on the scale or bad luck. I wanted to bring this up for a couple reasons. One of it is a do not promote tag is a pretty explicit form of shadow banning that apparently took White House intervention in defiance of the Constitution to have that happen. But there's no reason to think that do not promote is the only level of scrutiny or dislike that an algorithm search function can put onto a book. And unfortunately, short of internal whistleblowers, there's no way to really know. There are ways that people have done search result testing on like Twitter, but that relies on massive bot farms, which obviously on X, Elon is in an active war to prevent bots from scraping data off of Twitter without paying through the nose for it. And if you can't, I don't think people can really do that on Amazon to know how search results are working. And like people have been able to dial in what Amazon advertisements do, but actually getting where you actually want to appear as a book on Amazon is in the section where it says, oh, you like this book? Customers who liked this book also like these books. That is better than any Amazon ad. And there's no way to know if you're actually showing up there. Sort of, I guess, people telling you. And it would basically be trivial for Amazon to also have a tab on there of, oh, we don't like this topic, we don't like this genre, we don't like whatever about this. We're just going to disable the most powerful form of marketing actually available to an author. And I'm not even going to speculate on what their reasoning might be. I'm just saying that whatever it is, they probably have that tool. And so far, they just kind of haven't been caught on it, as far as I'm aware. Maybe as this goes forward, they're going to subpoena more data, more internal communication. Maybe we'll get some whistleblowers, because apparently what they're worried about is BuzzFeed reporting. Does BuzzFeed even exist anymore? Like, genuinely, as the news media system crumbles, we might be seeing a lot more different behavior come out of corporations. Because these big, multi-trillion-dollar companies are not particularly intelligent. They aren't well coordinated inside. They don't update with the times quickly. And they do things like believe that the legacy media matters. They're boomers like that. So maybe things are going to change. But yeah, so I wanted to bring some attention to the fact that the First Amendment is toilet paper in the current administration. And in order to fight that censorship, you gotta go to the link in the description below, and you gotta buy my book. I need to boost those sales. I need to hit 50 reviews, and that's how we're gonna defeat the Amazon censorship machine. Don't forget the Gilded is where the book club is. We are reading Armor by Stakely this month, and that's going to be a great time. The monthly live streams are always fun. You should tune in for them. Till then, my next video is not going to be politics, I swear.